Karen. Welcome to another dolallycrafts. This is something different today. I've had a few people ask via email what type of invitations I make, and so this is a salute to my other business, Inspired Invitations. There'll be a link below in the description. Even though this is being shown on the dolallycrafts channel, I don't actually have a channel for Inspired Invitations. I have no intention of starting one. I'm busy enough as it is. As far as making the invitations, I don't need to make them to show people how to make them. So occasionally I will make an invitation on dolallycrafts, but the link below will point to Inspired Invitations as well as dolallycrafts. Okay, I don't have any samples made. However, I have all the pieces cut out, and I'm going to show you on this one, on this episode, how to put together an invite, a wishing well, the RSVP, and an order of service. There are other things that I normally make, like table numbers and special requests, maps, and directions, hotel bookings and stuff like that, but I'm not going to do that today. These are going to be very, very simple invitations to put together that anybody can make. I'm using Stampin Up old papers that have just been retired. The Painted with Love set is absolutely beautiful anyway, and when I saw this I thought it's just a shame you can't get the papers in like 12 sheets of the one design in the Painted with Love, because they would be ideal for making invitations out of. Even though they're in pinks, they would still look really, really gorgeous. Anyway, all of my sizes and everything for these can be found on dolallycrafts, not Inspired Invitations, because as I said, that is my business. It's not for me to show people how to make the invitations. However, I will do it on the dolallycrafts site. So all of the sizes for the papers and for how to put it all together can be found over there. Okay, so we'll start with the really easy one, which is the order of service. I've already printed the order of service out. As you can see, I've got the order of the day and then the bridal party, and on the back, or on the front should I say, is the bride and groom's names. Now, you could actually put, I don't know, breakfast details there for where you're staying. I know with my oldest daughter, when she got married, they had a breakfast the next day for all of the guests to stay over and share the bridal couple's first breakfast. And my daughter, who's getting married next year, is doing the same thing. So yes, you can do that. And I've just noticed when I trimmed this, it didn't trim properly. I need to take just a skerrick off. And if you want to know how much a skerrick is, it's that much. Okay, a hair of a whisper. Okay, so as I said, the sizes for this can be found on my blog. Now, I printed this out in Publisher. You can do it in Word, you can do it in Publisher, you can do it in Illustrator. Whatever program you want to use, you can use for this. Now, this is just one sheet of the cardstock cut to size, and one sheet or a half sheet of A4 that's been cut down. Now, to affix this, I'm going to bring in my wet glue. As you all know, I don't normally use the wet glue, but I'm going to put just a touch of it all the way along the crease of the order of service. I'm going to fold that over and just pop that in the middle like so. Give that a good creasing down with the bone folder. And when you open it up, it's all fixed in there. Now, you can take some ribbon and just tie that around. I'm very cack-handed tying bows on the videos, as you will all be aware, but let's see how we go. This organza ribbon makes it look really good anyway. Okay, so we have our ribbon just simply tied like that. As I said, this is a really easy one to make, and I would put a little tag there. I don't actually have a printout, but I'd put a little tag there saying order of service, so that when people open up the order of service, they can see the bride and groom's name there, and then they open it up and there's all the details for the day. So there you go, that's the order of service done. Okay, we'll bring in the invitation now. And which piece do I need? This piece here. Okay, and this is really easy to be put together. Okay, so I will bring in my gold foil and I'm going to mount my invitation straight onto the gold foil like that. Actually, before I do that, we'll start from the very top. Makes it a lot easier if you have to trim anything that isn't quite the right size. So there we go. Okay, now that's just a little bit too long there, so I'm going to trim that off, like so. And then I did prepare some very fine strips of gold, but I don't think it needs it. I actually think that looks nice as it is. Bear with me, I'm not sure. Actually, yes, I'm going to. And we'll flip this over. I come up with different designs all the time. So usually no two designs are the same when I'm creating. But it's just, these are purely samples for prospective brides and grooms to have a look at and decide whether they want these particular designs. Okay, so now we can put some glue of choice. I'm using the Fast Fuse. As you know, I'm on my last reel here. Okay, so we bring in the gold foil. Line that up. There we go. And then flip that over and a bit more fuse on the back. And then bring in our base card and make sure we've got even edges all the way round, and then another small piece of the organza ribbon, like so, and just snip that off like that, and there is our invitation done. Okay, we'll move that to the side, and I'm going to bring in the wishing well, and we'll start from the bottom again, or from the top again, and work our way down. So Fast Fuse first, and marry the edges up like so. There's a little bit of overhang there, so we'll just, oh, I see why. I haven't actually put that on straight. So I'm just going to pull that off. That's okay, you won't see that when I've finished. So a bit more fast views onto there. Whoops. Top and bottom. And then you bring this in again, and I'll do it from the right side so I can see what I'm doing this time. And line that up like so, and bring it straight down. Yes, there's definitely overhang there, so I'm just going to snip that off. Just got a little bit of paper caught on there from where I removed it before. Okay, so that's that piece done, and then we will bring in the ribbon again, and just put a bit of, whoops, ribbon or fast views on either side, and then bring the ribbon in. And make sure we have an even width of paper on the far side of the ribbon. Fast views again. And then straight onto, I don't know why this gold has been cut a bit wider than needs be, so in with the trimmer. I will make sure I have the correct measurement on my blog. I don't know what happened there. There we go. Okay, bring in our base card again. Make sure we have an even edge all the way round, and just pop on another bit of ribbon just here. Nice and tight again, and then just trim like that. And there's our wishing well. So we now have the invitation and the wishing well. Now they look stunning as they are. I really like the look of those. Now we will bring in our RSVP. Excuse that on the back. If these were real invitations, that would not be there, but since it's only a sample, waste not, want not, because it is actually specialty paper that I'm using to print on here. It's not just white copy paper, it's actually a linen textured paper from my stash. I don't think that's straight. No, it is. Okay, we flip that over, and I just wanted, because this is a postcard RSVP, all your guest needs to do for these postcard RSVPs is sign the back, and that's the wrong size. Okay, we'll pop that there. I don't know that I've got enough. Yes, I have. Okay, I'll just trim that again. Now what size did I... As I said, I will make sure that all the correct sizes are on my blog. Okay, this has to be 2 3/4 wide, but it doesn't. It's got to be 3 inches wide, I think. Two and 3/4. I didn't cut it right. It's got to be... Sorry about this. 5 inches, so it's got to be 4.5 inches. No, there we go. It's got to be 4 3/4 long, and it has to be 2 3/4 wide. So we'll pop fast fuse on the back here. Like so. So all your guest does is actually fills in the details here. They either tick or score through, write their names and their dietary requirements on. The address is already there, and that's okay that the address is showing. That's my home address. I don't care, it's all over the net anyway. And then they just put a stamp there, and it actually tells them when to respond. So we have our RSVP, we have our wishing well, we have our invitation, and we have our order of service. Okay, I hope you liked today's project, and if you need invitations or you don't feel like doing them yourself, or you know somebody who needs invitations, give them my inspired-invitations.com email address. It can be not email address, web address. It can be found down in the description. But yes, thank you for joining dolallycrafts today for this special little project, and I hope you give it a go. If you need any invitations and you're crafty, go for it. Okay, that's enough from me for today. Bye bye.